Good morning, people. Just out walking Betty Boo's. I've done my readings and that this morning, but I'm going to go back and share them with you now. I've just took Betty around the block a few times because she's been in the cage all night because it's time of the month it is for poor Betty, and I don't want it all over me Ken. So that's what the cage is for. These times, isn't it, Betty Boo's? But I was going to do my readings, but Betty was twine. She's been in the cage all night. I thought, I've got to check her out. I've got to check her out extra when she's in the cage because I feel sorry for her. But I'm just approaching my house now, so there's a few things I want to say about current affairs. Unfortunately, all I can say, at present, is things are not what they seem. I would like to apologise to anybody, any member of the public out there that I've upset with current affairs. And it's been put to a vote for a reason, if the masses of the public, the majority of the public, don't want this fight, that's fine, okay? That is fine. What comes my way because of that, I can handle, all right? Simple as that. That's all I really want to say, but I would like to, before I go back in my house, wholeheartedly apologise to anybody, any member of the public that I've upset. That is not my intention to upset anybody. Right, I'm just going to be 1 second. Please bear with me, people. I'm just going to put the phone down while I put Betty Boo's back in a cage, all right? Thank you. Come on, chunk. Come on, chunky. Come on, chunk. Hello. Oh, look at that. Looks like divine, that, didn't it? Right. I'm going to do my readings because it resonated with me this morning. Now, the way I read the Bible is at random. I read the Bible at random. And today, I found something in Matthew that really reminded me of the fellowship. And I'm going to read it now. This really reminded me of the fellowship. The way I read the Bible is I read it at random. And I read it until something resonates. I'll read it and read it and read it until something sinks in, until I can take something from it. Then I'll stop and I'll take that thing about with me all day, what I've read and learned. Yeah, that's how I read the Bible. That's how I read the Bible, Now, this really reminded me of fellowship. This, I'm going to take my off. I'm getting a bit warm, like mad. Okay. Righty-ho, here we go. Hope that's not copyrighted. Right. This is Matthew 10. When he called unto him his 12 disciples, he gave them power against unclean spirits, to cast them out and to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. Now the names of the 12 apostles are these. The first, Simon, who is called Peter, and Andrew, his brother. Simon, who is called Peter. See? Don't quite follow it all the time. And Andrew, his brother. James, the son of Zebedee, and John, his brother. Philip and Bartholomew. Thomas and Matthew the publican. James, the son of Alphaeus and Lebbaeus, whose surname was Thaddeus. Simon the Canaanite, and Judas Iscariot, who also betrayed him, Judas. The 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them, saying, Go not unto the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but rather go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And as ye go, preach, saying, The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out the devils. Freely ye have received, freely ye shall give. Now that reminded me a lot of the fellowship. These people in the fellowship have been blessed with the gift of the ability to recover. And they can only keep what they have by giving it away. It's as simple as that. And that reminded me of that. So that's what I'm taking from today. That's what I'm taking from today's reading. Okay, just for today. Now, this is important. When I read this, I thought I really need to mention current affairs. And I read it before I went out walking the dog, and I thought I really need to mention current affairs, and and I needed to apologise, and in the same breath, anybody that's given me a large amount of abuse, which is happening, I mean, I'm getting about 80-90% love. I'll take them figures all day long. But in comments, some people have been very negative and rude and nasty, and a lot of still referring to me mum, which is their business, that's their business. But I forgive those people, okay? I hold no ill will towards any of them that said anything negative about me, none of them. And I apologise for upsetting anybody. It would appear I'm upsetting half of the public, half of this vote, it would appear I'm upsetting at the minute, and that is not my intention, okay? It will all come out in the wash. Things are not what they seem, okay? Forgiveness. As we realise our need to be forgiven, we tend to be more forgiving. At least we know that we are no longer intentionally making life miserable for people. In our addiction, we often treated others badly, sometimes deliberately finding ways to make their lives miserable. In our recovery, we may still have a tendency to pass judgment on others' actions, because we think we know how that person should behave. But as we progress in our recovery, we often find that to accept ourselves, we must accept those around us. It may be difficult to watch as someone's insanity manifests itself, but if we detach ourselves from the problem, we can start living in the solution. And if we feel affected by another's actions, we can extend the principle of forgiveness. Just for today, I will strive to forgive rather than be forgiven. I will try to act in such a way that I feel worthy of self-love. Twice I've read that. 3 times I've read that now. And I'll read it again a couple of times before I go out sparring. Sunday for me today is not the day of rest. I've got quite a bit on, actually. Nothing, which I had nothing on yesterday, has now turned to quite a lot. I've got running, I've got sparring, I've got them doing the weights. I'm going to try and get that out of the way in the morning. I've got a sunbed, I've got saunas. And I would recommend them things when you're in recovery. Sunbeds and saunas, and going out for nice meals, and going to see your mates for sit-down brews and coffees and stuff like that, and get a good crack on. Stuff that I haven't really appreciated, in what I've been using. Look after yourself. It's important, and it makes you feel good. Simple as that. I just want to give a big shout out to my mate Paul Bubba Bogazinski, who was recently had an operation in India. I'm going to see him this afternoon, and I can't wait to see him. He's my brother. So if you're watching, Paul, I love you, brother. I've missed you, mate. All right, I can't wait to embrace you, my brother. This man, by the way, Paul Bubba Bogazinski, is the only man to ever knock me clean out in the street. I've had a couple of tangles, to say the least, and I think I was about 20 years old, so, I mean, you're talking many moon ago. I haven't been chinned properly since, but we're at a taxi. We first met at a taxi rank. He tried to push in front of us in the taxi rank, and Danny boy wasn't having it. This thing was 6'6", 18 stone, 6'6". He stood off the ground, looked about 235 pounds. Big guy, right? And I put about 5 or 6 shots in him. You bang, bang. I was cracking him. Everyone that was there was like, wow. I put like a 5 or 6 put combination on him. Half bust him up. Once he hit me, and I landed on the white line in the middle of the road. I woke up about 10 seconds later, like, wow. My best pal Andy Sword picked us off the deck. He was like, let's get to fuck, we're going to get killed. But love you, Paul. All right, can't wait to see you this afternoon, brother. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, people. God bless everybody. Mwah.